his call was like so. The funny thing is I didn't know what his call was because I hadn't like gotten that far in the book. Because I had just gotten a Bible. Like you can't get to Paul's story until like later on. I hadn't even gotten there yet, and encountered a very similar, knocked off your horse kind of thing, and then began to learn about Paul, and I identified so much with him. And then wanting to, venture out and do new stuff and preach. So yeah, God knocked me off a horse, not literally off the horse. He did knock me to the ground. That particular moment was on Route 54, literally running from Chapel Hill toward Durham. And in a moment of surrender, while I was running, I was knocked to the sidewalk. And, to add to the kind of weirdness of how that sounds to so many people, there was a sense of clapping and a voice that spoke to me and said, "Good girl. We have been waiting for you." And then I was left in a big sobbing, blubbery heap on the sidewalk, literally on the sidewalk, in public. No one knew what was happening, I'm sure, nor did they care, but I was so self-centered at that moment. I was very conscious of everything around me. I think for a lot of people, it is more subtle and quieter. For me, I needed a 2x4 plank, like, on my thick head. So these kinds of things continue for the next couple months, and then I had an audible kind of vision and voices experience when I knew I was being called to ministry and to preach and to serve people in like a priestly way, and I said no. And he doesn't give up too easily because he came back. And he's very convincing when he wants you to do something and he grabs hold. It's better to just go with it. So I'm stubborn though. It took me a little bit.